From eating lamb testicles.
Lamb testicles.
Enjoy.
Let's do it.
Cannot eat this.
To drinking a scallop milkshake.
Amber, we're waiting on you.
I can't.
Do it.
I can't handle it.
The list of punishments in Hell's Kitchen history is as varied as it is extensive.
This is not gonna break me. This is far worse than anything Ramsay could ever say to me.
These are some of the worst punishments contestants have had to endure in pursuit of their dreams.
Punishment sucks! I hate punishment!
In the third episode of season 5, the women were already having a rough time. The night before, they had lost not only dinner service, but also one of their strongest cooks, G, who was forced out of the competition by an ankle injury. And tensions were rising between some of the remaining teammates.
Lacey shines when Lacey feels like she needs to. Every other time, she fails us. I'll tell you what, you had a saving grace tonight. You better prove yourself.
After an exhausting day, they went to bed at 3 a.m., only to be woken up 3 hours later.
About too early o'clock.
Come on, time to get up!
Both teams were driven to an undisclosed location, where the first question they were asked was whether anyone had a heart condition. Then they were handed special uniforms, helmets, and barf bags.
Why do I need a barf bag? What the hell am I gonna see that I need a barf bag?
Once inside, they realized it was a meat processing plant, and they were walked through the entire operation.
Everything from hooves to livers to intestines.
After the tour, both teams were brought back to Hell's Kitchen, where Chef Ramsay was waiting.
I was hanging out with my new mates, yes? Jelly Bean and Bessie.
Gordon briefed them on the next challenge, which would put their newly acquired knowledge to the test, identifying the different cuts of a cow. They didn't just have to name each cut, they also had to pin its tag to the exact part of the cow it came from.
Trust me, you do not want to lose this challenge.
Both teams raced head-to-head, first naming the cuts, then pinning the labels onto the cows. Seth's performance set the men back, and now it was Lacey's chance to redeem herself and win back her teammates' trust. Unfortunately, meat was not her strong suit.
Come on, Lacey!
Lacey was just moving things around for the sake of feeling like she was doing something, and you know what? That's no different than she is in the kitchen.
In the end, the men won by a hair and enjoyed their reward. The rest of the day at an exclusive winery, while the women found out exactly why Gordon had warned that nobody would want to lose this challenge. First, they had to unload the beef from the truck and haul it into the kitchen.
Lifting it! 1,200 pounds of pure moo cow.
A whole side of a cow, like leg. I mean, it had everything but the head on it.
Later, for lunch, they were served beef, just not the cuts anyone would ever order.
Ladies, compliments to Chef Ramsay.
What?
The team did their best to get through the tongue, kidneys, heart, and liver on their plates without throwing up. But not all of them managed it.
This is not gonna break me. This is far worse than anything Ramsay could ever say to me.
And as gross as it was, the punishment the blue team had to endure in episode 8 of the following season was every bit as disgusting.
Come on. It's like heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, look at that.
The episode started with the classic blind taste test. 2 at a time, members of each team faced off, tasting different foods. And there was confidence on both sides.
Anybody who knows me knows that I have these crazy taste buds. I can taste things people can't.
I probably have a better palate than most people I know.
With hits and misses on both teams, the competition started out pretty even.
Zucchini.
Lima bean.
This is definitely a cooked apple.
But at one point, the women gained the upper hand. The final round saw Amanda face Andy, with the red team leading by 2 points.
The blue team's only hope lies with executive chef Andy.
Come on, Andy.
Andy guessed the first 2, but missed the avocado. That meant he needed to get the rest right. Otherwise, his team would lose the challenge.
Please, please, please.
I'm gonna go with, it tastes like salmon, chef.
To celebrate their victory, the red team was whisked off by limousine to an exclusive restaurant for a dining in the dark experience.
I think I heard the word limo.
The men, meanwhile, stayed behind to serve out a punishment that came in several stages. First, they had to unload a truck full of fruit.
Hey guys, can I have some strawberries for my champagne?
I should have just threw a whole case of lemons at him.
Then, prepare the sorbet for dinner service. And finally, they ate lunch. Something that at first didn't seem like a punishment at all, with delicious food spread out right in front of them.
But then he took that beautiful food,
Coffee, duck leg.
and put it into a blender.
The team toasted to their recent loss and drank the smoothie prepared by Chef Scott.
Red team, your punishment today is going to be completely nuts.
By the 12th week of season 13, both teams had already been shaken up. Most notably, Gordon had moved Sterling over to the red team. The day's challenge had each chef designing their own amuse-bouche, a delicate one-bite dish.
Every challenge, it seems like it's Sterling's first time in the kitchen.
After 20 minutes of cooking, it was the red team's turn to present their dishes. Latasha, already showing flashes of the talent that would eventually make her that season's winner, stepped forward and presented her plate.
It's got a real smoky bacon flavor.
I'm a Southern girl. Back home, we like our scallops wrapped in bacon.
It is really delicious.
But not everyone on the red team fared as well. Rose tuna with black garlic and ginger sauce earned just 2 points from each judge. And Jen's spot prawn certainly made an impression, just not a good one.
Jennifer, no one wants to start the meal
This might be off-putting to some people.
sucking on a head.
The red team finished with 16 points. Decent, but not great. And the blue team outscored them with 23. Gordon then told the losing chefs that a shipment of over 200 coconuts was on its way, and their punishment was to unload every single one, carry them into the kitchen, and spend the rest of the afternoon making coconut milk.
Grab the coconut, bust the coconut, crack open the coconut, click down the coconut.
I'm gonna go coconuts after this.
In the meantime, the blue team enjoyed their reward, a helicopter ride to Catalina Island, and lunch by the ocean at the Blue Water Grill. While back in the red kitchen, it wasn't Latasha, but Sterling who was going coconuts.
They look nice to me. They feel nice, making me miss my fiance. I like you.
Really excited about this.
La, 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 la.
That man's been waiting to have breasts all his life.
Back to season 6, a season that served up more than its share of punishments, where a harsh one was about to land on the team that lost the crepe challenge in episode 9. Gordon started by introducing the man who would be judging the challenge alongside him.
I've got a real French palate to help me, yes?
Belgian palate.
Well, I couldn't find a French palate, so I've gone for 7th best.
A few minutes later, both teams were sweating it out in the kitchen, racing to finish their crepe dishes before time ran out.
2 minutes to go.
Mine's f***ed. Andy, help me get a crepe that's good and usable.
Voila! I don't know what I'm doing wrong. No voila. There was no voila for me.
After 45 minutes, both teams lined up before Gordon and his fellow judge, crepes ready to be evaluated. The red team was off to a rough start, as T's dish proved a little too hot for the judge's taste.
Very, very hot.
It is.
Man, I never seen 2 grown-ass men so scared of spice before in my life. Come on, get a grip.
Still, the competition stayed close, and the teams reached the final round with the score tied. It all came down to dessert, with Dave and Sabrina up last.
Wow. Holy Dave, what is that?
Dave did his best to talk up his dish, but his pitch didn't persuade Gordon or his fellow judge.
I asked for a crepe, not a plate of crap.
Sabrina's poached pears and chocolate ganache impressed both judges and secured the victory for her team. The men were then instructed to prepare both kitchens for dinner service. And even though Dave apologized to his teammates for his poor performance in the challenge, it was little comfort, especially once they found out the punishment extended far beyond the kitchen walls, all the way to the lunch table. And while the women were enjoying acting lessons and delicious food at an exclusive French restaurant, back in Hell's Kitchen, the men were served a very different kind of French meal.
It was a nice, lovely French-style lunch. We had boiled cow tongue, some baguette, and some head cheese.
Less disgusting, but no less harsh, was one of the first punishments ever handed out in Hell's Kitchen. In fact, it stirred up real controversy among fans. Many felt it went too far. It happened in the second episode of the very first season, when both teams competed to see who could clean the most squid in 10 minutes.
There can't be any holes or tears anywhere. They must also remove the skin on the outside and the inside.
When time ran out, the chefs presented their squid to Gordon, who counted only the ones that had been cleaned properly.
Skin left on, huge tear on the outside, big hole on the bottom.
After a close inspection, Chef Ramsay declared the red team the winners. Their prize, dinner with Gordon, a meal cooked by the man himself. The blue team's punishment, on the other hand, was not only physical, but psychological, because this was one of the few times in Hell's Kitchen history when the losers had to serve their punishment while watching the winners enjoy their reward. As the red team sat with Gordon at a table in the restaurant, right across from the kitchen door, the blue team prepared dozens of squid dishes for the night's customers. But it didn't end there. There was a second part to the punishment, which Gordon announced later that night, right before dinner service.
Throughout the blue team's kitchen, there's going to be no air conditioning. And you don't throw the towel in, you stand there like a man, and you sweat, and you get up with it, and you feed those customers.
Through the first half of service, the blue team stood their ground and kept their appetizers and entrees moving. But as the night wore on, their composure began to crack.
In case anybody's wondering, it's about 140 degrees in here.
Right now, I don't need a big drama queen in my hands, you know that? Yeah, of course it's hot. That's the whole idea, you know that?
Still, their uneven performance went mostly unnoticed by Gordon, thanks to the red team, who had an awful night.
In fact, and this is a real first for me, one of your tables was so frustrated, they phoned for a f***ing pizza.
Fans debated for a long time whether Gordon had gone too far. In heat like that, someone could easily have collapsed. And that's probably why this particular punishment was never repeated.
Hold it back. Hold it back.
The punishment from the 7th episode of Season 11 is one of the most infamous in Hell's Kitchen history, remembered by the audience, and surely never forgotten by the chefs who endured it. It all started with the Chinese food challenge, where Gordon brought in a special guest to judge the dishes, the legendary chef, Martin Yan.
Oh my God!
Both teams scrambled to produce Chinese dishes that would impress the demanding Hong Kong American chef.
Fried rice with mushrooms. I also use a little bit of coconut milk.
We have a firm tofu.
Chinese rice should never be undercooked.
Hey Dan, go back to Asia for another year.
I will give the blue team, the red team.
Yeah!
Finally, with both teams tied, the chow mein would settle the challenge.
I hope Chef Gordon also agree with me. I will give the blue team.
Thrilled with their first challenge win after a string of losses, the blue team got to spend the day playing paintball, while the red team was stuck in the kitchen prepping dumplings for dinner service, with a front row view of their rivals celebrating.
This is delicate work.
To make these little dumplings is so fucking tedious.
After several hours of hard labor, the women finally got their lunch break. But it certainly wasn't the lunch they'd been hoping for, as balut eggs landed on their plates.
The first one I cracked open had a little baby chicken, bill and feet, eyes, wings, feathers, everything.
The team did their best to finish that lunch, and it took every ounce of willpower they had.
Don't vomit, because it'll start a chain reaction.
I can't do it if I make eye contact.
Red team, I'm expecting any minute now a giant, humongous dumpster brimming with manure.
Season 18 brought former contestants back to Hell's Kitchen for a second shot at the competition. And in Episode 5, the rookies and the veterans faced off in the fish challenge.
Where's the fish I ordered?
I don't know, Chef.
What the Oh my God! Oh, my God!
After the main course made its surprise entrance, Gordon had both teams prepare halibut cooked in 7 different styles to showcase their versatility. Under the supervision of Season 10 winner Christina Wilson, the veterans rushed around the kitchen to produce their plates.
Chef, do we have any yellow food coloring?
Yellow food color, get the f out of here.
After 45 minutes, the timer hit 0, and both teams stood before Michelin-starred chef David Lefebvre, who would judge their dishes alongside Gordon. 6 presentations in, the rookies were ahead by 2 points. The veterans needed to win the next round. Otherwise, the challenge was lost. It was Trev's turn, up against T.
I know this is a good dish. This is a winner. I'm excited to bury this bitch.
But his fried halibut with salt, pepper, and butter, well received as it was, couldn't top T's fish with ginger sake broth and kumquats. And so, moments later, the red team found themselves standing before Gordon, hearing what their punishment would be.
Terrible.
Came back for redemption. Came back to win. I certainly did not come back here to shovel some shit, man.
While the rookies spent the rest of the day playing virtual reality games at the top of a skyscraper, the veterans spent it shoveling manure and cutting vegetables at the entrance to Hell's Kitchen.
I mean, we got shit on one end, nasty, garbage, organic crap right here, and now we're gonna smell not only like BO, but we're gonna smell like shit all day.
And just when it seemed things couldn't get any worse.
Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding me?
You are in for a crap day.
Scallop shakes?
Furious at both teams' dismal performance in the previous night's dinner service, Gordon designed a challenge that would double as training. It required them to shuck, clean, and cook scallops, and push out as many orders as they could in a limited amount of time.
It's just nasty and it's disgusting. But yet, if you want to win this competition, you got to get in there and get dirty.
I never, ever in my life opened a scallop. Never. No experience with scallops.
Once Gordon showed them how to handle the scallops, the challenge began. As the minutes ticked by, it became clear the women were far better suited to the task, while the men fell further and further behind.
Who cut that? I've got to... Look, it's a rectangle. The problem I've got with that, one big scallop, one small scallop. I want 5 scallops, all the same.
Well, we can do this, guys. We can do this.
Let's walk.
Let's go. I'm not touching anything until you ring the bell.
And the writing had been on the wall from the start. The blue team's defeat was inevitable.
Ladies, congratulations.
The women were awarded a yacht trip to Catalina Island, while the men stayed behind to clean the entrance of Hell's Kitchen and to unload a shipment of prawns, which they then had to shell, clean, and devein.
Start cleaning up now. Embarrassing.
But their punishment didn't end there, because for lunch, they were served the very same scallops they had cooked for the challenge. This time, prepared in the most unconventional way.
Enjoy.
Still, the team took their punishment as gracefully as they could.
Up in the middle.
Let's go.
Salud.
Payback came just 2 episodes later, when it was the women's turn to suffer a punishment every bit as gross, maybe worse.
Lamb testicles.
The day's challenge started on a farm, where both teams had to chase down sheep and collect collars with ingredients written on them.
Go, let's go.
In this challenge, the teams must race to catch as many sheep collars as they can.
3 minutes to go.
Back in the kitchen, they were instructed to prepare 4 different lamb dishes. During prep, disagreements broke out in the Red Kitchen over the cooking method.
Get it out. Rack a lamb. It takes a long time to cook. But since this is also a team challenge, you got to listen to your other teammates too.
45 minutes later, the dishes were ready. And in the first matchup, Clemenza and Vanessa both impressed Gordon with their presentations.
F***ing delicious.
Thank you, chef.
Trust me, I'd pay a lot of money for that. The mustard and the feta just melts in your mouth. Delicious.
Thank you, chef.
They each earned a point, and the score stayed level. Right up until it was time for Barbie and Robin's rack of lamb.
The lamb is raw. I'd like to eat that, but I've still got 4 children to look after.
The point went to the blue team, and with the score tied, the challenge came down to the final matchup. Christina and Dana's dishes against Roy and Brian's. Gordon found both outstanding, and the decision didn't come easy.
Really tough. Come on, man, come on. Blue team.
Yeah! Yes! Yeah, baby! Holy sh**, we won a f***ing challenge.
The loss didn't sit well with the red team, especially Robin, who insisted she'd wanted to pull the lamb out of the oven sooner, but was overruled by her teammates.
I'm just tired of listening to people. I'm here for myself. It's a f***ing competition. I'm here to f***ing win. F*** everyone else now.
The women were then forced not only to wash the sheep used in the challenge, but also to eat lamb testicles for lunch.
All right, come on down. Just suck it up and stick the balls in your mouth. I can't do it when you're puking next to me. There's a...
Come on, guys, keep pedaling.
Oh, boy.
Come on, man.
When episode 11 of the 5th season came around, only 5 contestants were left. Gordon decided to close Hell's Kitchen for a few days and send the finalists to the Borgata Hotel in Atlantic City, the very place where the season's winner would take over as head chef. That night, Gordon arranged a dinner with the Borgata's vice president of food and beverage and the hotel's executive chef. But not long after sitting down, one of the contestants, Robert Hesse, suddenly got up, excused himself, and left the restaurant.
Not even 10 minutes through dinner, it seemed, Robert pretty much got up and excused himself from the most important dinner that we've been having to date.
It later emerged that Robert had gone to the hospital with chest pains. There, he was diagnosed with pericarditis, a serious heart condition. It left him no choice but to leave the show. The following season, though, he was invited back for a second chance. In the 6th episode, the teams took on the low-calorie challenge. The rule: each team's entire menu had to come in under 700 calories.
Are you kidding me? I take 700-calorie bites.
Supervised by a nutritionist who weighed every single ingredient, both teams racked their brains to come up with dishes that were both tasty and light. Then came the presentation, with the women quickly taking the lead and never letting it go.
With the women up by 1, it all comes down to the final course, desserts.
And...
oh, come on.
Gordon's laughter was definitely not a good sign for Dave, as the final point went to the red team, who got to spend the rest of the day playing volleyball at the beach. The men, meanwhile, had to prepare both kitchens for dinner service. But first, they had to go to the supermarket for the ingredients. A trip that, as part of the punishment, had to be made by bicycle. No small feat in the California hills.
Are you fucking kidding me? We got a man that's 500 pounds and another guy with a cast.
The ride was so exhausting that when they returned, Robert began feeling dizzy and struggling to breathe, as his teammates watched with concern.
Okay, try to stay calm for me. We need to send Robert to the hospital. Call 911.
Fully recovered, Robert was back for the next episode, but it would be his last. After a very poor night in the kitchen, Ramsay chose him for elimination. When the season aired a few months later, the bike ride punishment stirred up real controversy. Fans argued that the producers, who knew all about Robert's heart condition, should never have put him through it. Robert himself, however, never spoke out against the show. In fact, he said in an interview a few years later that the challenge motivated him to keep losing weight and get in better shape. Season 20 was an odd one. For starters, none of the contestants were older than 24, which is why the season became known as Young Guns. And Episode 5 delivered a form of punishment the show had used before, but rarely public humiliation.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't get embarrassed. I'm gonna rock this shit confidently. I'll be the cutest French maid they got.
The communication challenge started with Gordon having both teams swap their jackets for new ones, with recipes written on the backs.
And it's in a language that maybe you'll understand. Emojis.
They had less than an hour to prepare the dishes, and each chef depended on a teammate to talk them through the recipe on their back.
Eggplant plus flour plus egg in a hot pan.
It looks like you're making some kind of sandwich.
A sandwich?
When they presented their plates to Chef Ramsay, tasty wasn't enough. They also had to follow the recipe to the letter, something the blue team's Trent chose not to do.
I threw a little bit of mayonnaise and parsley to make it pop.
You're trying to make my recipes pop. Are you saying the dough?
And what started off on the wrong foot for the blue team ended the same way, with a 4-2 defeat. To celebrate the win, the red team was treated to a day on the high roller at the Link, while the blue team was also sent to a landmark Vegas attraction, the Eiffel Tower, though not exactly to enjoy it, so much as to clean it, a task for which Gordon provided some very special uniforms.
Now, in keeping with the Paris theme, I'd like you to wear these. Now,
we're walking around these French maid outfits, and it's absolutely fucking embarrassing.